All right, thanks, Jess. Director and personal trainer Eric Stratman from Phat Health joining us once again in the studio. Today we're talking how you don't have to struggle to lose weight anymore.
No.
I like that idea, not struggling.
You didn't have to struggle to begin with, but everybody feels like it's got to be a struggle, right? Because whether it's New Year's resolution or all the time, we see that our approach to our health is, okay, well, I've got to have this calorie deficit that's really tough because if I don't, eat this little, then I'm not going to get any results. Or if I'm going to start working out, it's got to be this ridiculous schedule. I'm going for an hour and a half. I'm going 6-7 days a week.
Cardio, and yeah, you're just not.
Just
not
step off the
workouts.
struggle bus, enjoy what you're doing because you really need a 200 or 300 calorie deficit from where your maintenance calories are to lose weight efficiently and effectively. Again, though, we're that, instant society, right? We want to know that, hey, did I lose 8 pounds this week? Did I lose 10 pounds? You can't lose that, body fat that quick. I mean, even though the scale will say it based off of water you're retaining, it's really understanding that if you're looking at 1% of your weight a week, which is 1, maybe 2 pounds for most people, then you're putting yourself in a place that you could feel successful, but understand it's going to be a process. And it's going to take a little bit of time, and you don't have to kill yourself because you got to start out with a program and a routine that you're going to be able to maintain for long term. Because really, our health is a destination, right? We go to that destination. It's got to be a journey, right? You can't just go, okay, I got it. You're not going to get there in 6 months and be done.
So we are aiming for that like bread and butter spot is 200 to 300 calories less than what you, I guess, normally would have on a day, that caloric deficit to really reach not only your goals, but really to make sure that you're on track to whatever exercise program you're having, you're balancing that with your nutrition so that you can achieve your goal to lose weight.
Exactly. And you're hitting the nail on the head there with the 200 to 300, and we use a base of about like a 12 multiplier of what your maintenance weight is. Let's say I'm 200 pounds, okay, so that's going to be 2,400 calories. So if I'm eating like 2,100, I'm there, not, okay, I'm going to eat 1,400 a day and then just be completely famished. Your metabolism actually lowers when that happens. You have poor energy, you can't sleep right, and you're like, man, why is this such a struggle? And you want to feed yourself. You want to be able to, energize that metabolism, give you energy to actually get through your day, but then it's going to keep you motivated. If you feel terrible all the time and you're struggling through workouts, we know that's that, kiss of death. It's gone, our exercise habits.
So it is hard to believe, but we are now in February. We have made it through an entire first month, but I think people are starting to slow down a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I started off pretty strong. I was like, all right, I'm
gonna work out every day.
I'm doing yoga, here I go. We're going into February, like 5th now? And, I've slowed down a little bit. I know, already, February 5th. If I need that kick in the pants to keep going, yes, the proverbial.
Okay. I was happy to provide that.
I'm sure. What would you tell people?
Take it back a notch. Like, don't feel like you've got to maintain what you set yourself out in January. Because again, it's that I've got to jump in with both feet and I've got to try to, swim as far as I can. Not just saying, okay, well, I'm just gonna, walk on the edge of the beach there and just enjoy what you're doing. Because just moving, Jeff and I were just talking about that. Hey, you're going 5 days to the gym, great. You make it there. If it's 15 minutes, if it's an hour, however that works for you. So it helps you to maintain a routine that you're able to. You're really throwing me off here.
Sorry.
No, that's what. But it gives you a routine you can maintain long term. But it's just stepping back and sticking with it. Like, just do something, again, 10 or 15 minutes a day and pay attention to what you're eating, and you're going to do well. It's not, okay, well, I got to have that hour and a half workout. That's not in my schedule anymore. I'm too sore from that. I have no energy from what I'm eating. I'm just going to eat whatever. Don't do that. Take advantage of just making it something you're comfortable with that you can, stick with for long term.
All right.
And Coach Eric, you're going to join us, stick with us, and hang out the rest of the morning. Still a lot to talk about here. If you're struggling right now and you're saying to yourself, man, that New Year's resolution isn't looking so hot, Eric has some tips. So if you missed anything, about an hour, he's going to be back with us.
Thanks, Jess. Director and personal trainer Eric Stratman from Phat Health back in the studio with us live. And he's talking about how you don't have to struggle to lose weight anymore, which I feel like now that we're finally into February, which I can't even say finally because I feel like we blinked and we missed January.
Yeah.
You know, people might be slowing down on their weight loss goals a little bit.
Yeah, and you said anymore, and it just kind of resonates like it shouldn't ever been.
Yeah.
Right? You just shouldn't be struggling to begin with, because it shouldn't be that, let's get on the struggle bus, because if we're eating way less calories and working out way more than we ever really want to, just to help ourselves to feel like this is my time and I'm going to get the results I want, but I want to lose 30 pounds and I want to do it by next week or by the end of the month, and it's really unrealistic. So step it back a little bit, set expectations that you're going to lose 1% of your body weight or a little, or a 0.5% of your body weight per week, and you're going to be able to maintain exercise, maintain a diet that you enjoy, that you can enjoy. We were just talking about some Girl Scout cookies, Thin Mints, or we got some beautiful ice cream. Enjoy those things, because you have a calorie budget that's much more robust than most people think. You got to eat a little bit more, support that metabolism, that energy, and you're going to feel great, and you're going to be able to maintain, because you're taking that slower approach and taking it at a lifestyle approach, not let me do something extreme that I'm not going to be able to maintain.
Eric, let me ask you this. I don't know what the statistics show, but I know that New Year's resolutions, the top one generally every year is to get in better shape or to lose weight, something of the sort. And then right around this time, we're talking 4 to 6 weeks, maybe 8 weeks after the new year, those New Year's resolutions kind of take, that downhill turn.
I'm sorry.
Just a little bit. This is the time to really look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, listen, if that was my goal, I got to stick with it. What's kind of the best piece of advice for somebody that's saying right now, that was their New Year's resolution to get in better shape, and they're kind of getting a little burned out? Is it to seek out, professional advice from a trainer? Is it to go online and look, for different ways that you should be meal prepping or going about your day and exercises? What's kind of the best way to get somebody out of that funk?
A great question. It's really, taking that step back and taking the bird's eye view of saying, what is it that I want to accomplish long term? And let me take a slower approach to that. Because again, being that instant society, we want to know we can lose all that weight right now. It took me 5 years to put it on, but I got to have it gone in 5 weeks. And Super Bowl is normally that time of when people go, okay, I'm off my diet. Okay, I went to the Super Bowl party and I'm out. So yeah, it's
sure.
This time of year, this weekend, next weekend, where people are like throwing it out the window. But enjoy that Super Bowl party, have that indulge. As we talk about, once a week, you should have that overachieving day. You shouldn't ever have to cheat, because you shouldn't be on a diet, but it's just taking that step back and saying, okay, I'm going to eat a moderate amount of calories, nothing really, really low where I feel terrible. And same thing with exercise. We were talking about that earlier off air, that, that's the catalyst to make you feel like, okay, I want to accomplish more. Even if you do 10 or 15 minutes a day, going for a walk, or you're going to the gym for an hour, whatever that balance is for you, just do what you can, because that sets you up mentally and physically to succeed through your nutrition and through your weight loss goals.
Now, you've mentioned a few times now this morning the calorie intake and how important that is.
Yeah.
Can you give us a realistic goal? I mean, just math, just numbers wise, how many calories is one person supposed to have versus, what is too little? What is too much?
Specifically for people that might be tracking.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone that's looking on the back of the label and they see how many calories
You should
every
look on the
day.
label.
Well, sure. And then you're being able to subtract.
Right. Yeah, we start our clients out with a 12 multiplier. So if we want to maintain 200 pounds, that would be 2,400 calories. And if I'm saying, okay, well, I want to actually lose a little bit from that, I'm going to only have a 200 or 300 calorie deficit. So I'd still be at 21 or 2,200 calories, and you're going to see weight loss. And why we encourage people to figure that out and track it is because then you have the control over, are you able to lose weight, gain, how's your energy? If you don't know the calories you're having, you're doing it blindfolded, because you don't know if the results you're getting are actually producing the results you want. And knowing how many calories you're having gives you that lead to know that if I need to add more or take some more away because I'm not seeing it, and maintain your calories for 2 weeks. That's what's key. Whatever calorie count you go on, you got to do it for 2 weeks straight for your body to respond to it. It can't be going 2 days. Oh, I gained a pound, I can do it. Do it 2 weeks, it'll be okay.
All right.
You saw the information listed on your screen if you'd like to get in touch with Eric. And like he said, that first step is taking that step back and realizing what your goals are. But also, if you'd like some tips and advice, reach out to him, ask some questions, and take control. All right, 7:23 is the time. We'll be right back.